Hello, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Emmanuel. In today's video it's gonna be an overview of list comprehension. So if you don't know what that is, I'm gonna explain it here. And if you've seen it but you're not sure, you're confused about how it really works, I'm gonna explain it here as well. Just make sure you watch this video till the end. So the first thing I'm gonna do is want to make sure you have a file created. I have my one created on my desktop already, which is this script.py. But before we take a step into this tutorial, make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next video. Now let's start. So I have two variables here with different values, a variable of strings and a variable of numbers, so you can type that out. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to deal with this numbers variable. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new variable here called numbers2, and then this variable should contain each of these elements but raised to power 2. So I want to see 1, 4, 9 and so on and so forth, but I don't just want to type it manually, so I can type 1 raised to power 2 manually in here, which is 1, 2 raised to power 2, which is 4, type manually. But I want to do it in a way such that whenever I add a new item in this list, it should also reflect here. So the first thing that will come to most people's mind is going to be the normal for loops we do use. So that will be for I in numbers, then we'll do numbers2 the append, then we'll add I raised to power 2. So what we are doing here basically is we are saying this we are looping through each item in this list. So when we get to the first item, which will be 1, then we'll say 1 raised to power 2. So when we get the value, then we add that value, which is append, to the end of this list. Okay, so we'll do the same thing with 2, which will give us 4. The I raised 2 raised to power 2 will give us 4. Then we'll add it to the back of this numbers variable. So if I come here and do print numbers2, so I'm going to contribute to run it. As you can see, we have 1, 4, 9, 16 and 24. Okay, so that works, but with the help of list comprehension, we can even make this concise. So I'm going to clear this, and then I'm going to come here. So if you're going to be using list comprehension, you want to make sure you have your brackets here. Okay, and then you do I raised to power 2. Then we say for I in numbers. Now look at this. I want you to see this the exact same way you look at a for loop. So what you are saying basically is you are saying for I in numbers, then I raised to power 2. Instead of appending to the list, you're just putting the value straight in here. So if I should run this, as you can see, we also have this. Even if I add a new value here, we have the same answer. Okay, so I'm gonna save that. So you understand how that works. So just the first one here, the loop, and then the operation you want to perform here. Okay, so that's not enough. Now I'm gonna try doing something else. So instead of this, we're gonna say for I in range, so we're gonna do range 3. Okay, then we're gonna say for J in range 3. What we want to do is we're gonna do numbers2 dot append I plus J. So let's clear this. Now I hope you all understand how this one works, this simple one we did up here. So if you have any doubts or you are confused about anything, make sure you drop in the comment section below. I'll make sure I answer your questions. So now I'm moving into something else, but still part of list comprehension. I want to go into how you do a list comprehension for double for loops. Okay, so I'm gonna come down here. So if I should save this and run it, as you can see, this is what we have in the numbers. But whatever I told you, we can also do this with list comprehensions. So I'm gonna come here. So the way you do this is I plus J, you get it right, and then we say 4. Now where some people might get it wrong is here. Some people might be expecting we have J first before we have I, because this is coming before the loop. But no, just make sure you have your operations before the loops, and then you start with the first loop, which is this first one, and then this second one will follow with a space. Then for J in range, then we'll put 3 there. So if I should save that, now let me clear this and run it. You see we get the exact same thing. Okay, so that is how it works basically. And now I hope you understand that as well. Please always make sure you ask questions down if you don't understand it, so I can answer your questions. And next one we're going to go into now, since we know how this works, is instead of using strings, I was going to use the string to explain what I was going to explain before, but I think I can use numbers to do that. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Let's just use the strings. So for those of you that have typed it already and I don't want to get offended. Okay, cool. We're going to add a new item here. So now if you look at this is capitalized because it starts with capital letter, the H. So I can make this capitalized as well. So because it starts with capital letter T, but this is not capitalized because it doesn't start with capital letter. Okay, so you get that. Now we're gonna create a new string here called cap greet. So what we want to do is we want to add any item in this list that is capitalized, which should be ow and there ow. So how do we do that? Basically, we're gonna say for I in greet. How do you make an item capitalized, a string capitalized? All you have to do is I dot capitalize. So I'm gonna print I dot capitalize. I want to explain something real quick so you guys don't get confused. So if I do I dot capitalize and then I put I here, if I run this, so using I dot capitalize doesn't actually change the states of I in this string. It only capitalizes it, so you can put in a new variable or replace this one. But in this case, when you do I dot capitalize, you see the capitalized version of this, and then you see the original version, which is this I, and then you see this capitalized version, which is say the same thing as this and this. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna say if I is equals I dot capitalize, as you can see, so it's gonna check the capitalized version. So if this is capitalized, then which it should be equal to this, just like we have this. These are capitalized, but yet it still equals to the main item. Okay, so then we're gonna say cap greet dot append I. I hope you're not getting confused here. What you are checking is just checking if the string is capitalized. So we're gonna print cap greet up down here. As you can see, we only get there and ow. So if you're confused, make sure you ask your questions down in the comment section below. I'll be glad to make it clear to you. Okay, now how can we make this, how can we do this with list comprehension? You might be asking. So we're gonna do that right now. So we're gonna come here, we're gonna put just I. Okay, then we're gonna say for I in greet, as you might have guessed, and then we're gonna say if I is equals to I dot capitalize. It's as simple as this. So the for loop first, it is an inner loop, and then the condition. Okay, this is how it works basically. We're gonna run that now, and you see we still have the same thing. That is how it works basically. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I'm missing out, but I don't think I'm missing anything. Okay, so that is it with list comprehension. I don't want to go too deep, just an overview of how it works. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Much love guys, peace out.